Sky Squad, Potomac is starting, and so is the mess. We are back in the building, baby, and we gotta talk about these Gizelle Bryant and Peter Thomas rumors, where they might have come from, who might actually be interested in Peter Thomas. It is getting messy, and Potomac hasn't even started yet, baby. So I need y'all to get your coffee cups. Let's go ahead and get down into the biz naive. Okay, so first things first. In an interview with Page Six, our girl Gizelle Bryant says that she is not dating Peter Thomas. She would never date Peter Thomas. Peter, pumpkin eater. Okay? She says this. She says, I know Cynthia. I love Cynthia. I went to Cynthia's wedding to Mike Hill. So this was just like, weird. Okay? So apparently when all the speculation began, she immediately called Cynthia Bailey. She says, I wanted her to know because I know how this housewives things is. If there's a rumor that I'm dating Peter, she's doing press for other things. She's going to be asked, and I wanted her to be able to tell the truth, which was I am not dating Peter. Now, apparently, Cynthia Bailey was completely unbothered by this, as she should be. She got a whole husband, a whole blended family now with Mike Hill, and a whole slate of projects in the works. Cynthia is getting her acting on, and I am all the way here for it, okay? Gizelle says that Cynthia said, she was like, girl, do you? I don't care what you do. Like, if you want to date him, have at it. Because she was probably thinking, it didn't work out for Cynthia and Peter. So I'm sure she's just like, whatever at this point. And so Gizelle says she was like, no shade to Peter, but no. Okay. And to be quite honest with you, I thought that Peter was dating someone. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. I really don't know. But Dr. Wendy is looking to open a Nigerian lounge, apparently with Peter Thomas. Now, this is what the article is stating. I was like, now this is a plot twist right here. And I love it. First of all, I love Peter Thomas on the Housewives shows in general, because Peter Thomas is not afraid to be vocal, speak his opinions, and I feel like he is good for any show that he is on. I mean, I just got to call a thing out thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Peter Thomas doing the doggone thing. But anyway, apparently Gizelle feels the same way, because she says she's not mad at Peter Thomas for filming with any of the Maryland girls. She says Peter Thomas is good TV. Let's just start there. I've known Peter for a very long time, but I've never dated him, never kissed him, never held his hand. I will not be dating him. Peter and I are just friends. Okay. And then she says that whole thing was started by one of the ladies on the show to deflect from their own associations with Peter. She says, yes, somebody needed to deflect from themselves and Peter without naming who. Okay. That's interesting right there. So then she says they immediately put it on me. I'm the single girl. It's easy to believe, which it was. She then says, I know Peter. I've been out, not with him, but I've been out and he's been at places I've been. We have pictures together, all that. It's easy to believe, but it was a deflection. Okay. Now, apparently, even though Candace brought up the rumor by asking Gizelle about it, as we saw in the trailer, apparently it's not Candace who is behind it. Even Gizelle says this. She is not the one who started it. She says, I was like, yo, we just shutting it down now. Like, absolutely not. I'm calling Cynthia. She says, I mean, it was a thing. All right. And at that point, as you guys can see in the trailer, Peter Thomas was present for that. Now, when we head on over again to yet another page 6 piece, Wendy Acefo says she heard whisperings of this alleged tryst between Gizelle Bryant and Peter Thomas. So she says, you know what's interesting? I heard whisperings of it. And so I was just like, what is happening? That is what she is telling page 6. But then she says, but let the record reflect, it didn't come from me. It wasn't a me thing. Okay. So in the scene, you'll see Candace ask Gizelle, so everybody's asking me if you're sleeping with Peter Thomas. And then Wendy chimes in the preview and says, are you effing him? Okay. Now, at that point in the scene, Peter Thomas says, I'm going to exit on that one. This whole thing is interesting to me. Now, let's get into the what and the whys. Because if it wasn't Candace that started it and it wasn't Wendy who started it, who started the rumor, right? So that's like mystery numero uno. Mystery numero dos is, who is Gizelle saying is deflecting from their own association with Peter? Was she referring to Wendy, who the article alleges is hoping to open a Nigerian lounge with Peter? Or is it someone else? Because see, the only other person I think that Gizelle could be particularly talking about, I mean, the only other woman that I think could be single enough to try to mingle would be Ashley. But I don't see that happening. Because in the previews, it don't even sound like Ashley to me is really that far removed from Michael. Even though they are separated, I don't know if I see them getting a divorce. So I don't really know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm interested in figuring out this mystery because I feel like this season is going to give us twists, turns, plot points upside down, and I am all the way here for it. So I need you guys to let me know 2 things in the chat. Let me know who you think started the Peter Thomas rumors with Gizelle. And then let me know who you guys think Gizelle was referring to when she says that the person that started it was trying to deflect from their own associations with Peter. Even though Gizelle herself said it wasn't Candace and Wendy herself is saying that it wasn't her. Who was it? Let us know in the chat down below and I will catch you guys in the next video.